Morning, everybody. It's 8:38 a.m. on this Wednesday, the 17th of May, and this is your pre-opening comment. Okay, so we had housing starts and building permits this morning. Housing starts were exactly unchanged, in line with expectations, 1.4 million versus 1.4 million starts. Building permits, however, were slightly lower, 1.42 million versus 1.43 million. There was also a sizable drop off in multifamily living, so less apartments. I don't know whether that's the interest rates or just a rate, meaningful slowdown, which is what the Fed's been trying to do. On the earnings front, we had Target and TJX this morning. Um, Target was a miss on revenues, a beat on earnings, and still continuing concerns about inventory. Although the stock is barely changed, it's 156.27. That's down 64 cents. TJX is a beat on revenue and earnings, but guidance for the rest of the year is lower. Stock is 77.30. That's down 92. So also not a lot of action there. Asia was mixed in light trading. Europe was down. When I came down this morning, the Dow was up 132, Nasdaq up 37, S&P up 14. Right now, the Dow is up 129.86, so up 130. Nasdaq is up 28, and the S&P is up about 13. So really not much action vis-a-vis the those numbers. Okay, uh, grains lower, energy slightly higher. Gold down another 3.5 at 19.89. Silver down another 3.5 cents at 23.86. I think that the silver is about to take off. We have a position, it's for next month, and so I'm pretty comfortable with that. The cattle and other meats are not open yet. Cotton up 30 cents, coffee down almost $3. Sugar down 19 cents. Cocoa down 13. Most of this, I'm assuming, has something to do with the dollar moving back up. It's back up to 102.80. 102.81, that's up 41 cents. Bitcoin down 270. Ethereum down 26, and the bonds are up just under a half a point. As far as other news this morning, we have, as I said, Target barely down. Western Alliance 34.86, that's up 3.25 or 10.5%. Investor update, slide deck, deposits stabilized and resumed growth trajectory. Quarter to date, deposit growth exceeded 2 billion, so that's a step in the right direction. Keysight, I mentioned it last night. Today it's 158.5, up about 12. They beat by 17 cents. Rev in line, and they guided higher. Wynn Resorts up about 3, upgraded to overrate from equal rate at Barclays. Tesla up about $2.50. The shareholder meeting was yesterday, as was the interview with David Faber, both of which seemed pretty darn good. Doximity, DOCS, that's a new name for us. Excuse me. 3062 down 3.25, down just above 9.5%. They did beat on earnings. They reported in line revenues, but they guided the June quarter revenues below consensus and just guides the full fiscal year 24 revenues just in line. We bought a little SoFi yesterday. It's up a couple of pennies. Again, next month's expiration, so pretty pleased with that. And Sblk beat top and bottom line and guided in line. They put out the dividend news, which was only 35 cents compared to the big numbers that we've been seeing, um, although they have a $50 million buyback. So that's where we stand right now. Dow up 131, S&P up 15 and a half, and the Nasdaq is right there at up 35. I'll be back later. Have a good morning.